Oded Rahav, one of the amazing swimmers. He's going to swim 400 kilometers from Cyprus to Israel with me.
Exactly.
Why?
With you and others.
And six amazing people.
And six, yeah, we are six amazing people. Actually, this is the reason why. Because there are six amazing people. There's a really nice sea between Cyprus and Israel. And I think once and for all, someone has to do it. And we are capable of doing it. I think we're mature and crazy enough. So we're going for it.
Yeah, but you can swim 100 kilometers, you can cross the Sea of Galilee, you can do many things that are crazy.
I think it has to do with the challenge and making history and the fact that no one did it before. And there's kind of once in a lifetime to do it. And there's a saying that you're either busy living or busy dying, and we're too busy living. So that's a good reason to do it.
Last year we didn't succeed.
Yeah.
What did you feel when we stopped after 3 days? You felt the pain, you felt the salt, we couldn't eat.
Yep.
We even puked a little bit on the boat. We live on a boat for a week. We're gonna live in a boat. What did you feel when we failed?
Well, actually, I don't think we failed. I think we took a courageous decision. It wasn't, it was kind of 1 o'clock or something past midnight, and the sea was really rough, and we were tired, and there was this thinking, okay, should we go for it, or should we just, give a little thought about it? And I was really happy, actually, when we stopped. It was a tough but a brave decision to do.
The waves just took you away.
Yeah, I was the last one, actually, before Luke, I was the last one to swim the whole hour.
I think we were the most afraid when you swam because
I got closer to the boat.
Got close to the boat, and we were so afraid of the boat just crashing on you.
I agree. I really remember those few minutes when I got closer to the boat, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that feeling. It was kind of rough, too rough, and it was dangerous. And I swam the whole hour, and once I got on the boat, I said, I don't know if I could swim the other hour. Even if it will take me 6 hours from now, I don't know if I can make it.
But we practice for titanic waves. We practice
nevertheless,
swimming in the...
That's the whole thing about the sea. You can practice, you can practice, you can practice. But eventually, you're not there to decide. There's the rough sea, and there's this thing that's called the human body, and there's this all kinds of thoughts and all kinds of things that happen while you're thinking you can give the right decision, but you cannot. At a certain minute, there's something else that decides for you.
And we decided to stop.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to stop. I was very afraid of all the guys, but for me it was very hard.
Yeah, I remember. Once we decided, I clearly remember your face. And I remember how you were actually sad, and I could really relate to it. And obviously I was sad as well, because we've practiced for so long, and the boat and the stuff and the equipment and everything. But then you have to live, and there's this decision of people and us and the group. And there's always a second time. You have to be really optimistic to understand. And we're optimistic, we're a bunch of optimistic guys, that there's always a second chance. You'll have to believe, no matter if you're swimming or working or in love, there's always a second chance. And there it is.
Now it's going to be in 1 week from now.
Exactly, in 1 week from now.
And we're swimming to help clean or help protect the Mediterranean Sea with Salul. We're the guardian of the sea.
Sea defenders.
Sea defenders.
We're the sea defenders. Yeah, we actually joined hands with an organization called Salul. Salul in Hebrew is clear. In preserving the seas. Well, our sea is the Mediterranean, just out there. and we would really like everybody to join forces and keep the sea clean, clear, for the sake of our children, for us, for the animals and fauna and whatever.
We felt different when we got together with Tzalul, because for me it's looking at, I don't know, a paper or a bottle, it makes me crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
That the sea is full of things that are...
The sea is filthy, the sea is contaminated, and we swim in it. If you remember, last week we swam in shit. There's a floating kind of stain of shit in the middle of nowhere while you're swimming and enjoying. And there you have this awful smell, and you're pissed off, and you say, why? Why should we take it for granted? Why can't we prevent it? And I think we did wise when we joined hands with the Tzalul, and I hope all over the world people would join us, whether it's, you know, groups from the States, Canada, but especially from the Mediterranean, Greece, Cyprus, Turkey, wherever, Italy, France, Spain, Morocco, Tunisia.
We love the sea. We love swimming in the sea.
Exactly.
And we love the group.
We love the group.
Like finding excuses to meet all the time in this past year. It was an amazing year.
I agree.
We were much more ready
Yep.
to swim.
We train endlessly, day and night.
Yeah.
For the last 2 months, we were training like 30 kilometers per week, which is a lot. We have no families. Well, we actually do. We don't see them. And we hardly work. We hardly eat. We're really focused. As opposed to last year, this year, I believe, well, I hope we will make it.
We'll make it.
We'll make it. And I personally feel much better. I feel fit and much more focused. And the whole group, the support team, the skipper, the boom man, the cameraman, everyone is really fit. The cook. So I think this year...
The cook has a problem this year, right?
Yep. Well, the cook has a big problem because there's much more vegans, much more vegetarians. So he has to alternate the whole menu accordingly.
One of the swimmers eat only meat.
Yeah.
No meat. Only meat.
So, only fish. Only weeds. So we will have to work hard. But Erez is a good man.
It's amazing.
He'll make it.
He's a swimmer, of course.
He's a swimmer. He's one of the funniest persons on the planet. And I think this is a great virtue. I think all in all, the greatest virtue of all this team is optimism and a great sense of humor. I think without the great sense of humor of the whole team, we will not succeed. You really have to be funny.
Talking about funny, let's talk about fear. But before,
fear.
Udi Erel.
Udi
He started everything.
Yeah, he's the senior one.
He talked to me and you without knowing. We call it like fishing for a big grouper.
Yep, no doubt.
And he talked to many crazy swimmers to try to organize a group that's going to swim and break a record. What happened in this first talk with Udi?
Well, as I recall, Udi, we swam like this one Saturday day morning, and he said, "What do you think about this swim from Israel to Cyprus?" And I told him, "From Israel to Cyprus? Might as well do it from Cyprus to Israel, you know, going down." and we left it. And about 6 months later, there was Ben, and there was you, and there was Luke. Of course, Luke was with me then, and he actually managed to create this group of 6, and Amosi, of course, later on, the doctor, and wonderful group. And all for his dream. We actually swim in order to make Udi's dream come true, which eventually became our dream, and we owe him a great deal.
Yeah. You know, the first time he told me, I said, yeah, it's a great idea. It's a great idea.
Go rest.
No, I'm going to be the professional manager. I'm going to help you to train. I'm gonna help you with the technique, but I don't think swimming so much. I have to talk with my wife. And then Ben, he
just said, okay,
organize everything.
you and you, come with me.
So Ben told me, no, you're gonna swim. No, I'm not gonna swim.
Well, that's Ben.
That's Ben. He organized all the people.
He makes it happen.
He makes it happen.
Yeah.
He makes it happen. So let's talk about what are you afraid of?
The one thing I'm really, really afraid of is that these things will never go away from me, from the goggles. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of anything else.
You're not afraid of the night?
Nothing.
The night?
No, I actually thought that the night would be something frightening, but I decided it won't be, it won't make me fear from anything. And actually, you know what? Seriously, the one thing that I'm also frightened is plastic bags. That's the things in the sea that once I touch plastic bags in the sea, yeah, I'm really frightened. It's like something out of nowhere, because I don't think you have to be frightened of anything else. The dark is dark, and we're quite trained for the darkness. And,
but last year the darkness was very hard. We all got a little bit in shock when we swam and I saw eyes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was terrified.
I remember
in
that.
the first swim, I couldn't breathe.
I remember that. I can. Really
But we didn't talk. We didn't tell. Only afterwards, when we were
months
back home,
after that.
we talked about our fears. We're guys. We're macho, maybe.
Too macho.
Too macho.
Yeah, but I don't think you know.
This year, it's not gonna.
No, I can't find a reason why to be afraid. I don't think you have to be afraid in advance. I think once we'll, encounter something.
There is the long distance swimming. There is the night. There is the pain. There's no sleep.
No sleep.
Sometimes you can't.
Salty water in the mouth.
Water. Sometimes you can't eat. You can eat only different things.
Yeah, I had these twice. I vomited while swimming. So these are facts that I'm aware of. So I don't think I would like to be afraid, in advance. But I'm truly aware of it, and I don't know if I'm afraid of it. I mean, I'm not worried now. I remember the feeling, and I wouldn't define it as fear. Or maybe I'm just, maybe it's this joy of ignorance, or I'm putting it aside. I wouldn't put energy in fear. All my energy now is swimming, practicing, training, improving, thinking, and just making it really clear that we're gonna make it. That's the whole thing I'm focused on.
Today you worked on the relaxation of the hand. You learned a little bit of West technique.
Yeah, West technique I think is something that every swimmer should take this route and learn about the West technique, how to swim properly, relaxed, breathing, tuning. That's the whole secret of swimming. A long distance swimmer should practice this kind of technique.
Yeah, you were amazing today. You swam very relaxed. Like we're gonna swim in the sea. I want to be there.
Me too.
I want to be in the boat. I can't sleep. I can't
breathe.
I can't breathe.
Can't think.
But this week the sea is crazy.
The sea is rough. We saw the maps last night. 3 up to 4 waves. Luckily enough, we joined forces with a group from Haifa. Currents, they gave us maps about currents, so we'll try to focus and tune in to the currents and waves. But eventually it's not up to us again, and once we're there, we'll have to cope with whatever comes along. Hopefully we'll have good seas.
What's going to happen in the end after we reach 400 kilometers? 6 days, maybe more, depends on the sea. Depends on the wave, depends on the current. Maybe we're gonna be like a week
in the sea.
In the sea, swimming. What's going to happen then? Do you think about it? When we break the Guinness record?
I actually like
it's
fear.
Written in the Guinness.
Like in the fear factor. Same here. I'm not really there yet. Although that's the thing I'm looking for and anticipating. But what will happen the day after? I'll probably sleep a lot, and we'll think of the next thing we'll have to do. In 2015,
just want to meet together and swim together and
exactly,
talk.
with all the swimmers. 2015, more swimmers to come. Hopefully from Cyprus as well. It'll be really, really great if swimmers from Cyprus will join us, or from Italy and these places on the Mediterranean. We're going to break the record, the world record. Next year we'll have the night train from California join us with Vito. Yeah, actually Vito and the people from Night Train, we were inspired by them. Yeah. Like in 2013 or 14, we saw their attempt. Well, actually not attempt.
Yeah.
They broke the record. They made the record.
They made the record.
And we were inspired by them. We still are.
And Vito helped us. Vito
helped us a lot. He's a great man.
Only thinking about him, thinking about 1 hour change.
Yeah.
We thought about the swimming in 1.5 hours in the night, and we said it's good that it's 1 hour.
Yeah, we really thank Vito for this. We owe him. He focused us, and we hope to swim with him here or in California. Yeah. The Sea of Cortez.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we'll do it with them.
Cyprus is a swim.
Cyprus, Israel swim, 6th of October.
We're going to do it.
A week from now.